Hello, friends. We're here again so that we can talk a little bit about our fourth chakra, Anahata, which is in our heart center. When we translate Anahata from Sanskrit, it means unhurt. Mm. We are ruled by the air element within our fourth chakra. Physically, it's located right in the middle of the chest. And most people associate the color green with this chakra. Although I do know some people who are really attached to a very light pink coloration from this area. When I do my own work, I find that I do oscillate between the two colors. So find whatever works for you, whatever you feel connected to in your heart center space if you're going to utilize color in your work with your chakras. In this area, we carry our compassion, our ability to empathize with others, our unconditional love for others and for ourselves. Similarly, with respect for others and ourselves, all comes from this chakra. Also, our connections with ourselves and others. Get where I'm going with this one? It's all about inward as well as outward. So, with any chakra, we know we can have imbalance. If we're talking about an overactive heart chakra, this might be noticeable with people when they're really ruled by their emotions. If you're noticing that not just for a day things feel a little overwhelming, but on the regular, that your emotions are running your life, that might be a signal of an overactive heart chakra. Maybe you've met or happen to be one of the types of people who are overly giving of their time, attention, and energies. People who don't have restraint when they're giving to others have an overactive heart chakra. And giving to others is not a bad thing. But when we pour from an empty cup, when we're taking our own last bits of energy to serve others, that doesn't serve the world in general, and it certainly doesn't serve us. We should always give from a full cup. Those are some ideas about what an overactive heart chakra might look like. But what about an underactive heart chakra? The other side of this might look like a lack of empathy on a person's part. Because connection is found here in the heart center, feeling isolated or withdrawing from things, if you don't feel like you have any connection, if you feel like you're not meant to be here, that's just an underactive heart chakra. And we can support that. We're all meant to be here. Some people might find an underactive heart chakra comes across as being overly critical of oneself or others around you, being unforgiving, again, to yourself or others. Those are all ways that we might experience an underactive heart chakra. So, how can we really work on balancing these things? Because our heart is associated with the element of air, going outside and taking a long, slow, deep breath Feel that air move into your body, calming, clearing, cleansing. Maybe you feel the breeze outside gently against your skin. These are great ways to calm and pacify the heart center. Working with volunteering. If you have an underactive heart center, going out and doing things for others is a great way to connect inward here. However, if you are an overactive heart center, always giving, remember volunteering, helping and supporting always comes from our overflow. I personally really love to work with gratitude lists when it comes to my heart center. If I feel out of balance, if I feel overwhelmed, I can go back, I can sit down, and I can write out the things in life that bring me joy, that I'm oh so grateful exist. And our days are always different. So if you're doing gratitude lists, you might have a day where all you can think to write down is, I'm really glad this day is done. And that's okay. Because the next day you might find that you are grateful to hear the birds sing when you wake. And maybe when you took your first sip of coffee, it was at exactly the right temperature, or tea. I'm a tea drinker myself. Maybe on your way to work or wherever you drove, all the lights were green and it was really easy for you to get there. Perhaps a stranger gave you a smile on your way into a building. If you have kids, maybe one of them found a special rock to bring to you. Us parents know how nice that can be sometimes, unless you already have 50 rocks in your pocket. Gratitude lists are a wonderful way to connect in with that heart center, to really bring back a sense of awe and wonder, of care, of love to this world around us and to ourselves. Finally, working with a camel pose is a wonderful opener for the entire front body and a beautiful opener for the chest, supporting that heart center through camel pose. A yoga asana can be a wonderful way. And I'll make sure to put that down in our comments as well so you can see that. Now, if you do anything in particular to support your heart center, I would love to hear about it. Please leave some comments below so that we can share with others how we take care of ourselves. I hope this video finds you well, and I'll look forward to seeing you again, my friends. Be well.